Hey guys, welcome to the studio, welcome to the vlog. Believe it or not, today, not constructing. Today it's not constructing. As you know, I did the second floor, a room within a room, absorbing floor, these blocks all around, all absorbing. And it already sounds a lot drier in here, way closer to what a studio should sound like. But it's Sunday, I won't construct, everything hurts. I have everywhere little cuts and bruises. So today it's just about making music and about making another edition of track submits where you guys send me your songs, I listen to them and give you feedback. On top of that, I would love to remind you that my new sample pack, that is just $5 for the next 2 days, plus all of the old sample packs. So I think like 3 to 5 gigabytes for just $5. First link in the description if you're interested. Live loops, guitars, one-shots, kicks, and all this kind of good stuff. Also some Serum presets. Anyways, let's head downstairs to the B studio and listen to some music. So first up, we got a song by Lefkey called First Time Operation. Nice, very old school techno inspired song. I like the drums. They have a vibe that just fits to the style. I'm just not really sure about the main element. It's like a synthesizer rhythm that doesn't sound like it belongs there. So I would go actually with something simpler and a sound that is more clear. You have that groove as a main element. It should cut through and be more audible and like be the main part of the song and more in your face a little. Bass and kick could be cleaner, EQ'd, separated, compressed, parallel compressed maybe even. And there's like a gap between 300-400 hertz, maybe some lower elements, pads, something sustained, just to tie everything up a little. Another techno song by David Sheen, Hello Him, Waste Techno Mix. It's a little glitchier, so less straight, very loose kind of groove, maybe even a little too loose. It sounds like loops stacked on top of each other that might not fit 100% to each other. You have to quantize them or just choose less loops. I like the main sound. I know for people that make like big room or deep house, that is all very minimal, but it actually works. I think here the main sound works as a techno song. That's the kind of music you listen to for 6-8 minutes and very loud in a very huge club or festival. And every little change, because it's so loud, is like a huge change. So that's music best consumed, very loud. I like it. Mixing is alright. The sub bass part could be a little bit increased. The snare drum is a little loose. I would just choose another sample or maybe try out to like shift it forward or backward by a couple of milliseconds. But overall, good, deep, dark techno song. I love the vibe. I can't really say what it is, but I love the vibe by Steve Wayne, Modern Love. The vocals aren't like the best, the mixing isn't the best, but there is like a certain vibe to it that I don't know, somehow love. So I would just advise to spend a little more time with that song. Try to improve it a little more EQing, push it a little more on the master, give it a little more loudness. And yeah, just like find the right balance. But the elements itself, like the sound design and also the melodies and everything, has a certain kind of vibe to it that I actually really like. So please don't waste that song. Finish it, polish it even more, and maybe even try to get it out there. This is very clearly a song by a beginner, Excalibur, Peace. It's all a little loose, the kick sample isn't the right one, the frequency distribution is not the right one, it's very mid-heavy, which usually sounds the cheapest. So if you ever make like music, electronic music, and it should sound cool, lower the mid frequencies the most. Kick bass doesn't really work, a lot of issues, but don't give up. Keep on pushing, keep on making music. My songs, my very first songs, sounded even worse than this. Maybe that's something for another episode, me presenting you my very, very, very old and first songs. It will be fun. Like, there's a lot to laugh about, because I did a lot of mistakes, as everyone probably does. Next one by Amphibian, By My Side. Also here, very, very mid-heavy kick and bass do not work 100%. It's there, it kind of works, but everything above like 300 hertz is very mushy and like just full on, just one thing, and it doesn't really convince me. So I would here go back actually to sound designing the main synth a little more, layering synths, trying to find just something else and make it work. Here by Stephen Mandic, Language of Light. I think this is the best techno song. Today is very techno song heavy. It flows, the groove is alright, kick and bass work, frequency distribution works, just an off hi-hat, and that kind of ARP, kind of plug sound. I personally always like these, so maybe I'm a little biased, but this one sounds the most complete. Definitely very close to release. Burn by Kai's Motions. Yeah, it kind of is cool. It's a little very like distorted saw bass heavy, but I actually like it. It has like a certain vibe to it that I really appreciate. Yeah, the bass is very in the foreground, the chopped vocals less. I would shift that a little. I like that it's heavy on the bass. It gives the song a certain vibe. And I love the little breaks and glitches and effects. That's really, really all good. Maybe just lower that saw bass a tiny bit and push the chopped vocals and melodic parts on the upper frequencies a tiny bit to balance it out. But yeah, a style I like. Yeah, very, very Avicii inspired. That's also what it says in the title. So I'm really fine with that when you're starting out to just try and copy someone else, because by copying you learn a lot. This one, by the way, is by Chris Lynn, Run for Love. I like it. I really like it. It's too close to Avicii to release it, I think, because everyone would just think it's a copy of Avicii and not close enough to actually pass. But it's the right step into the right direction to develop your own sound. You always start by mimicking what the people you admire do, and then slowly like combine all of the good things of the people you admire into something new that is then your sound, and then just keep on refining it and pushing it and pushing it. Don't worry too much about it, this naturally just happens. But yeah, we got some really strong tracks today. Thanks a lot for submitting them. Again, if you're interested, first link, the sample pack. It's on sale, just 2 more days. And all of the old ones are included as well, just for 2 more days. So the best deal I can offer due to the virus crisis, trying to support everyone and make sure you got some samples available at home to work with. And if you want to submit your song for track submit or as a demo, second link in the description, and tomorrow we'll see us again here in the studio, 100% more studio construction upstairs, trying to get as far as possible.